Okay guys, so today we're going to be trying out a new ROM, Glamour S5 Henry Live version 7. The developer of this ROM does not allow mirror links for this ROM, so I'm going to leave you his link to download this ROM. But before we install this ROM, I'm going to show you how I debloat ROMs before I install them. And that basically what we're gonna do is uninstall, remove any apps that I usually don't use. So this way I get less RAM usage when I install a ROM. So the first thing you're gonna need a program called 7-zip. I'm gonna leave the link down on the video description where you can get it. And the first thing you want to do is set up a work folder, and the first thing I do is here's the original ROM. So what I do is I create a folder and I name it original, right? So I copy that original ROM and I keep a fresh copy of it, just in case I mess something up. I could always just come back and get it from the original copy. So once this is done, let's wait for it. It's a big ROM, as you can see. It's 1.11 gigabytes big. So once that's done, we come back, and the one we're gonna be working on, I usually rename it so we don't get confused. We're gonna call this Glamour S5 version 7 Slim. So what you do is you right click, you go where it says 7-zip, and you click on open archives, and this is your ROM, as you can see. Now what I do, the first thing I do is I come to data, the data folder, app, and look at all these apps. Now it has all the apps from the S5, like all the kids section and all that stuff. I mean, I personally don't use that. The S Health, I don't use that. See, kids app, Groupcast, I don't use that. And let me see, the Drive, I don't use that. The Pull Up, I don't use that either. Sketchbook, Story Album, pretty much none of these I use, except for I'm gonna leave here the Air Command APK. Let me see if there's something. AccuWeather, I'm gonna leave that there also. Parental control, this one I'm gonna leave. So what I basically gonna do, like, I'm gonna select these three and delete, and it's gonna see, as you can see, the 7-zip program, it's deleting those three apps, plus it's repacking the ROM again. See, as you can see on this corner right here, with those three apps, it brought down the ROM to 1081 megabytes. As we continue to remove things, it's gonna get smaller. So look, the memo, I don't use none of these Samsung apps. I hardly use any of them. So Let's wait for this. And this one here that says a V lingo, that's the S voice. I don't use that either. So let me see if I could do this all at once. So I'm gonna press Control and just select all of these. I'm gonna leave the AccuWeather and select all of these. And now I selected all the ones that I want to delete. I did that by holding the Control key. So now I click on right click and delete. As you can see, by removing all of those apps just on this one folder, I brought down the ROM to 886 megabytes. I mean, if you want to use all these apps, don't remove them. But like I said, I don't use them, so I remove them. And I feel like, I feel it's better to do it this way, and it's easier to do it this way because this ROM does not have an aroma installer. So what app doesn't, if you remove any apps from here, it will not install it. So just gonna save you time. Or you could just, flash the full version to see which apps you want or not, and just make a list. And the ones you don't want to use, just, delete them. Now I'm gonna go back, and now I'm gonna go into System and App Folder, and look at all the apps that are here. So let me see which ones I don't like here. Let's see. There's a Dio dictionary service. Never used that either. Let's see. Group camcorder, I don't use that. The Google search widget, I don't use that either. See what else? See what else? Polaris, this one is up to you. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it for now. I'm probably gonna miss a few. Magnifier, filter. The Sec email app, I don't use that. The Exchange app, I don't use that. Kids mode installer, I don't use that. Let me see what else. And by the way, I'm doing this by holding down the control key on the keyboard, and it's still, if I leave it pressed, I can just select the ones that are as a location. I don't need that either. Let's see what else. Look, Yahoo News, Yahoo Stock, don't use that. Some people don't use the S planner, so some people can delete that too. So once you're ready, let go of the control key right click on any of the apps that you selected and click delete. And as you can see here, it's already down to 852 megabytes. I forgot to erase this one, the simple favorites widget. I gotta delete that also. There's something I don't use. So wait until it's done. Erase it. Simple favorite widgets. And delete that also. There's probably a few that I'm gonna miss, but you know, if you miss a few, then you can remove them after you flash around. And let's go now. Once it's done, let's go back and go into the pre-app folder. So let's see if there are any apps here that I want to remove. Samsung apps, don't use that. I don't use any of the Samsung account or none of that stuff. Let me see. Photo client. I think this one, and there's gonna be another one. This is in charge of. I think it's in charge of the over-the-air updates. And you know, you're running a custom run. You're not gonna get any updates from Google. So might as well remove this from Google, or you know, you're not gonna get any updates from Samsung either. So let's see what else. Health service, don't use that. Let me see. Application widgets. I'm probably gonna delete this one, but I'm gonna leave it for now. Samsung service 2. Okay, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna delete it. I don't need it. All these S Cloud, you could, you know, if you delete them, you could it will boot, but sometimes if you're running the Google Calendar, they might not sync, or the contacts and all that stuff. So I just, you know, I leave them since I've already removed so many things. So I could leave them there. Let me see what else. What else can I remove? Simple widget, I could delete that also. The SPP push client, I don't need that either. And one of these two is the other one that goes with the photo that I mentioned. So let me check out my notes and see which one it is, because I don't remember. Let's see. see, the one that finishes IDM, this one, so I can remove that one. And there's probably I'm missing a few that I could uninstall, but like I said, if you miss something, then it's easier to remove once you boot up or flash the ROM. So let go of the control button and right click, delete. And as we can see here, now I brought it down to 830 megabytes. And since I first flashed this ROM without making any mods or anything, I noticed that the launcher is I think it's 4x4, and I didn't like it that much. So what I did was I had another launcher from another ROM, and I think it's let me see if it's here. See, touch with home. That's your launcher. If you want to remove it and you have it from another ROM or something, just right click on it, delete it, and then drag where you have the launcher you want. Just drag it and drop it in here, and it'll repack the ROM again, and it'll be all good. So we're ready, and now we're ready to flash this ROM. So I made a few changes since I added a few apps and to the data folder. So let me show you. I'm gonna add a few apps here that I normally use, so I don't have to download them from the Play Store once I flash the ROM. And let me flash it now, and I'll show you how it looks. See you in a few. Okay, so here it is. You can see it has the S5 lock screen. It pretty much has everything like an S5. These are my mods. You know, this is my mod. I made these icons. You can get the icons like the S5. I'm gonna include a link on the video description also if you want to install these toggles. And I changed the H and H plus icon. Instead of H, I get 9G, just for the fun of it. And you get the S5 weather widget, which you can go into settings and set the transparency from here. You're gonna get the GMD air command, which is pretty cool, just like if you had like an Note 3 or, check this out. And I'm sure. And just, do whatever you want. Okay, and I think the only button that doesn't work is this one. Okay, it doesn't work, that one. The only thing, you're gonna get the S5 dialer also. The only thing that I find it a little weird is that on previous versions, if you hit the menu key, you will get a menu where you could select create folder or set a theme. On this ROM, you don't get that. It takes you to the screen where if you go to home screen, you get a turn on or turn off my magazine, and displays is where you're gonna see the pull up thing. Since I deleted, you know, it doesn't show it up. The widgets. This is where you select the widgets. And also the wallpapers. This is where you set your wallpapers and stuff. Right? And if you want to create a folder here, this is what you have to do. You have to go into the app drawer, and this is what I mentioned before. The ROM comes with a 4x4, and since I installed another launcher, now I get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 by 5. So if you want to create a folder over there on the home screen, what you have to do is you select, you press the 3 dots on top, and you select create folder. And let's say you want to create, I don't know, videos, maybe videos or something, whatever you want. Click done, right? See, it creates a new page for the folder. Now long press it, and now you can carry it and put it where you want it. But you know, it's gonna be kind of annoying to have this here. So what you want to do is click on the 3 dots, click on edit, long press, and now you can remove it, and click back on the edit, and you can go back now. See, this is the way you create. Now from here, if you want to use it for something else, you can, you know, you can long press on it. No, let's see, I deleted it, but just press on it like this one and click here, and there you could rename it or name whatever you want. And that's pretty much it. This is everything is working on this ROM as it appears so far. And you get the S5 settings, as you can see here. You get 2 icons, 1 and 2. One is for S5, the one is for the Note 3 settings. See? And that's pretty much it. The ultra power saving mode, it's working. You select that. I set it last night. Phone was about 71%. When I woke up this morning and turned on the phone was 71%. So to turn it off, just pull down, turn it off. The download booster, I don't know if it's working, and I ran out of data this month, so I can't test it. So, but if you test it and try it out and it's working, just leave a comment on the video, and that's it. So far, I haven't had any problem with this ROM, and everything seems to be working, including auto rotation. Let me see, how can I show you? YouTube. It's not connected to the internet. And turn it on. But if I flip the phone, I gotta turn it on first. There you go. See? So screen rotation is working on this ROM. And peace out. Hope you enjoyed this video, and make sure you hit that like button if you like it. Thanks.